From the Neolithic period are two important archaeological sites that still remain today, and those are Jericho and Stonehenge. Although these monuments were created in different regions and served different purposes, they both demonstrate how early societies used architecture and construction to express their beliefs, organize communities, and shape the world around them. First, we'll discuss the Neolithic period, then analyze Jericho and Stonehenge by discussing the techniques and meanings behind their construction. Lastly, we'll compare both monuments to see what they reveal about the Neolithic culture. The Neolithic period, or the New Stone Age, marked one of the greatest transformations in human history. During this time, many people shifted from hunting and gathering to farming and establishing permanent settlements. As their communities grew larger, they developed new technologies and even organized labor on a greater scale, and created structures that reflected all of their shared beliefs. But unlike earlier prehistoric art that focused more on portable objects to carry around and cave paintings, Neolithic art became part of the land itself, as large-scale architecture showed not only technical skill, but entire communities at the time working together. One of the earliest examples of Neolithic monumental architecture is Jericho. Located in the Jordan Valley, archaeologists consider it one of the oldest settlements in the world. Among Jericho's most spectacular structures is its massive stone wall and tower. The tower stands approximately 8 meters tall and was constructed using carefully stacked stone. Inside is a staircase that leads to the top, showing impressive scaffolding and engineering for such an early structure. Archaeologists today still debate on what the tower's true purpose is, and some believed that it served for a defensive purpose alongside the surrounding wall. But then there are others that argue otherwise, and say that it also had a symbolic or ceremonial importance to the people's beliefs. Jericho demonstrates that Neolithic communities were capable of gathering large numbers of people to work on and complete ambitious building projects. The monument shows both the concerns and the growing importance of social cooperation and shared beliefs. Stonehenge, located on Salisbury Plain in southern England, is one of the most recognizable monuments in history, and from the Neolithic period too. But unlike Jericho, Stonehenge was built in several stages over many centuries. I remember when I was a kid, I always wondered how they were able to build Stonehenge. Those stones weigh at least 50 tons. And could you imagine you have to carry that for miles? How could they possibly do that? Its construction required some serious effort, and small blue stones were transported all the way from Wales, which was actually miles away, about 150 miles, while much larger sarsen stones came from closer to the monument. These were the stones that created Stonehenge. According to the book source of Stonehenge for the Ancestors, builders actually shaped the stones by using crafted stone tools. Researchers believe that Stonehenge serves several important functions. According to Smart History and National Geographic, archaeological evidence suggests that the monument was connected to ceremonies, burials, and perhaps gatherings that the communities of that time participated in together. Although the monument also aligned with the sunrise during the summer solstice and the sunset during the winter solstice, that indicated that astronomical events and rituals were an important role here. Although Jericho and Stonehenge were built in different regions, in different times, and for different purposes, they still happen to share important characteristics that help us to understand Neolithic art more. And first of all, both monuments required careful planning and cooperation for other communities to construct. And they would have needed really good knowledge, organized labor, and even long-term commitment to succeed and get what they want. Secondly, both sites seem to combine engineering with symbolic meaning. Jericho's tower may have served defensive purposes, but it also may have participated in ceremonial or astronomical practices. Likewise, Stonehenge functioned as a place for rituals, burials, and seasonal observations, which is confirmed. and both monuments show that Neolithic art was more beyond just decoration. The architecture itself became a form of expression, artistic expression, that expressed identity, beliefs, and the connections with their natural world. Rather than just creating art only for looks, Neolithic societies created historical sites that shaped their religious practices, social organization, and collective memory. These two monuments are the remarkable achievements of Neolithic societies. There was ahead of the time construction techniques, planning, in cooperation with their people. These monuments came to be the long-lasting representations of creativity and culture.